Alright, so something happened last night, and it upset me. I wasn't sure I was gonna talk about it on the internet, but the longer I've dealt with it and sat with it, I think that I should. So, here we go. Here's how the story begins. I'm in a group, a stay-at-home mom support group. The word support is in it. Last night, I'm scrolling Facebook. I see a post that has some delicate subject matter while I'm laying there scrolling at night. Well, I'm looking at this as a status I posted today. I realize it's too long. It's not going to get any traction, so I was like, I need to go make a video. Here's my video. But basically, the post I posted today says, last night a sweet soul posted needing advice situation. The subject was abuse and inappropriate touching. I feel super bad for her, but I super respectfully posted, and I quote, this was my comment. I said, I'm so sorry this happened, but could you please edit this to say trigger warning? Some of us can't handle subjects like this, especially right before bed. I hope you find some answers and get some peace, though. I mean, no harm at all. Since I posted that comment, I have been absolutely attacked by hundreds of mothers in a support group telling me that, let me see, like I said, let me refer. They reacted laughing faces to my comment, said that if I was so sensitive and triggered, I need to get off Facebook. I shouldn't have kids. I shouldn't be allowed to have kids. If I'm so pathetic, I should get off Facebook and go to a shrink. Just horrible. And admins did nothing about it. And you know what? This isn't about admins. It's about people being good to each other. You know? And here's the thing. And I also have notes. Sorry, I'm a nerd. So a couple notes I wanted to mention real quick. And I didn't even mention the status. Luckily, I haven't dealt with a huge trauma in my life, and I'm blessed for that. But I've always had, about certain subjects, I am sensitive to them. They will cause me to have intrusive visual thoughts. They'll keep me up, give me nightmares. I won't be able to redirect my thoughts. And so, though I don't feel like I'm at the level of someone who's dealt with that kind of trauma, I feel like I've had a little window into some of the things they might go through. You know what I mean? Things they might be dealing with. It would keep you scrolling at night, and that will keep you up, give you nightmares. And I don't know, I guess because I've always felt like that, I feel like I have real empathy for trauma victims. And the next thing is the word, how ironic it is, how triggered people were over the word triggered. My boyfriend brought to my attention, I didn't realize the internet has turned the word triggered into a pathetic, derogatory term. If you're triggered, the way I understood the word triggered and trigger warning was a considerate thought of people who might incidentally read something that triggers PTSD, trauma caused, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, whatever happens to you, to each their own. Something different happens to everyone. For me, seeing things that I didn't want to see, reading things that I wasn't prepared to read, it will give me invasive, intrusive, uncontrollable visual thoughts and nightmares. And the way I posted, I didn't tell that woman, I did not want her to take it down. I did not want her to edit anything she said. I love America. I love freedom of speech. All I wanted was for the next person who is more affected than me, who's too fragile and in the middle of too much of a storm to even comment about it. I was just trying to say, for that next person, could you please just put the little TW at the beginning? It's so hard. And it's so hard. And they acted like it was selfish and that was catering and pandering to people who, if you're too delicate. So in the end, they're saying if someone is too fragile and dealt with too much trauma, they have no place in a support group, that they should go get help. Okay, what about the people who don't have any other support other than the internet? What if they don't have a ride to therapy? They can't afford BetterHelp or the therapy apps. What if they don't have family who will give them a ride to therapy? What if they're in therapy and 1 hour of talking to a counselor a week isn't enough? When they're scrolling late at night, they would like the support of a group of mothers, fellow mothers, who would be gentle and understanding of all people. To be attacked for being, oh my God. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad. It hurts my heart. And I mean, they started getting mean and cursing. And I mean, what are these notes I even want to say? Oh, and well, I moved, so apparently now that we're triggered by the word triggered, because it has been abused itself, because now we use triggered as we describe Karens are triggered, politicians are triggered. Yeah, you're triggered because you're triggered. Like, you're oversensitive. Narcissists are triggered, easily triggered. Attention seekers are triggered. Fine. So they're not triggered. Can we put trauma warning at the beginning if we're going to talk about anything? We have veterans on there. What if we're talking about war posts? The unaliving of people. Assaults, hurting people, animals, anything. I mean, anything that someone could possibly have dealt with trauma and still be dealing with today. Can we not be gentle to them at all? Do they not have every right that we do to search for support and camaraderie and comfort in fellow humans on a Facebook group that's labeled support group? So, see, I'm glad I made the video because I got pissed. I slept on it, cried about it, got embarrassed about it because that's what I was going to say. I'm a freaking sissy. I'm a wimp. I do not take criticism, constructive, whatever. I do not take criticism, negativity. I'm a people pleaser. And it will just tear me to shreds. So on the internet, meanies, whatever, anything. I mean, it will tear me apart. But I feel even at that point, I may be better mentally. I feel I'm in a good place mentally to handle the hate and backlash I might get from posting about the subject. So, you know what? I may boo-hoo a little bit, but bring it on. Because for me, I might feel uncomfortable and cry a little bit, but for the next person, a life might be lost. Yeah, because I posted something looking for support and sympathy from fellow human beings, and I got humiliated. Yeah, so I do not think common courtesy is dead, and I don't know. I think, anyways, so moral of this, and you know what, it's become less about, please do post trauma warning if you're posting about sensitive subjects, but this has become less about making sure to post trauma warning or trigger warning, and it's become more about the people who need you to do that. It's become more about the way we treat people. God. I had calmed down while I was putting my makeup on. I'm glad I did that. I almost didn't do it because I lost courage while putting my makeup on, and I'm pissed off. So, and I just want to say, on my platforms, those sensitive, trauma-ridden souls who need to be dealt with delicately, you are welcome. This is a place for you. Bullies, you know what, come at me, but also I think a bigger community is going to put you right back in your place and make this place a welcoming place. So, thanks for your time. God bless, and be nice to each other. Be gentle.